Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MPWF Bragging Rights. I am your broadcast announcer for the evening. My name is DJ Johnny Feelgood. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you see Tyrese Jordan sitting next to me right now, but he is actually not here for this event. Tyrese Jordan suffered a very harsh cold and could not make it here, even though he is sitting right next to me visually. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to kick off Bragging Rights because the show must go on. It's been a hectic week in the MPWF, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as now Richard Hawkins makes his way to the ring as he competes to defend his YouTube championship here in the MPWF. On Annihilation last week, he took part in a huge 6-man tag team match, which saw him team up with Lethal Mathematics and White Boy Fresh, ladies and gentlemen, to take on Smoke, Tyler Fell, and Yamasaki Yoshino. Richard Hawkins' team was victorious, and with Richard Hawkins coming to the ring tonight to defend that YouTube championship. Richard Hawkins was very happy with Tyler Fell challenging him for the championship. He loves to defend that title, as we've seen in the past when he was the United States champion. Richard Hawkins is a fighting champion and will do whatever it takes to keep that title belt. So here we go tonight as Richard Hawkins will compete with Tyler Fell. My main points for the night for Richard Hawkins is he's got to watch out for that leg attack. We saw Tyler Fell injure Dr. Ice Jr. with it, and Richard Hawkins is going to have to watch out for it. And again, we thank you for tuning in to us tonight for MPWF Bragging Rights, as this is going to be a big night. Still to come, we have a #1 contenders tag team title matchup. But we also have MPWF Championship triple threat match, Mathematics versus Yoshino, Antonio Goldman, Tyrone versus Tyrone Fitzgerald. The Eclipse takes over tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be one hell of a show here at Bragging Rights. And here is his opponent for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Fell. Tyler Fell, and he picked up a few victories over the past month, but he also lost to Apollo, but had a very good match against one of the #1 contenders for the MPWF Championship. Tyler Fell has been very impressive, and as we stated before, he took out Dr. Ice Jr. when he really seriously injured that knee with a steel ring post, and that seems to be his game plan heading in for Richard Hawkins tonight here at Bragging Rights. We saw him try to do the same thing to White Boy Fresh on Annihilation Episode 8, and Richard Hawkins in that 6-man tag match. Tyler Fell has worked out that he can really destroy someone's knee, and he's going to really utilize that newfound power to his advantage in this YouTube championship. You can see there Tyler Fell donning new attire, and that's what's on the line, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube title. And we're going to get ready to kick off one hell of an evening here tonight at Bragging Rights, as Hawkins and Tyler Fell are now staring each other down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live from Dallas, Texas, and it's going to be a great event, I assure you this. So here we go now, Richard Hawkins and Tyler Fell now both observing each other, now heading to the collar elbow tie-up. And ladies and gentlemen, again, this is for the YouTube Championship of Richard Hawkins with a big elbow there to Tyler Fell. And this, ladies and gentlemen, could be the best pure wrestling matchup of the evening between these two. Both these men fairly young. Richard Hawkins a little older, heading towards his late 20s. Tyler Fell still in his early 20s. Both men have a lot of their career left for them here in the MPWF. And now big net breaker takedown there by Richard Hawkins to Tyler Fell. Tyler Fell reversing there, but then eye raking out a big DDT there by Tyler Fell. Tyler Fell is a superstar who believes that it's taken him too long to win championship gold here in the MPWF. Tyler Fell missing the elbow though. Richard Hawkins now fights back with a nice forearm smash there. Tyler Fell, as we saw before when the MPWF used to have the Raw and SmackDown brands, Tyler Fell was a part of the Raw brand, and he actually tried to take the United States Championship from Richard Hawkins in the past, but failed. And now he comes back pretty much a year and a half later, looking to try and win the YouTube Championship this time from Richard Hawkins. Tyler Fell, as you can see, has matured a lot more in the ring, and is a different kind of superstar than what Richard Hawkins faced a year ago. Richard Hawkins now fights back against Tyler Fell. Richard Hawkins is also a different kind of superstar to what Tyler Fell is used to, and you can see Richard Hawkins now raking Tyler Fell's face against the ropes. Richard Hawkins is a superstar who, like Tyler Fell, will do whatever it takes to retain their championship. And that's what you have to do. You can't be Mr. Nice Guy and expect to keep the championship here in the MPWF. And a nice takedown there by Richard Hawkins. Now going for the pin here. 1, 2, 3, and Tyler Fell getting the shoulder up there. Now Hawkins got Tyler Fell right in that headlock and Another reversal there by Tyler Fell. Tyler Fell now back for a headlock here again. And now big time elbow there right across the face of Richard Hawkins. And now Tyler Fell got him up here. They're going to drive him head and neck first into the knee. And Hawkins trying to push Tyler Fell away. Now another forearm smash there by Richard Hawkins, dropping Tyler Fell. And Hawkins now going to send Fell to the outside of the ring here. And Fell goes all the way to the outside. As I said before, this crowd here in Dallas, Texas has been going crazy the entire evening. I mean, so far we had our little pre-events with the autograph signings and whatnot with the MPWF superstars in Dallas. We saw Collaboration Zero defeat a local team here in the dark match before the event. A nice takedown there by Tyler Fell. That match will be available on the DVD release of Bragging Rights when that's released in the future. And now Richard Hawkins throwing Tyler Fell inside the ring. Now look at this. Nice punch there. Now Tyler Fell trying to fight back here. Now Tyler Fell going back to the DDT here on Richard Hawkins. And you know it's a matter of time before Tyler Fell sets up for that leg. Before he starts working at those legs and going for that half Boston Crab. And I mean, Tyler Fell has definitely been more methodical as of late. I mean, trying to win the YouTube Championship. And hang on a sec, look at this. Both men now punching referee Marty McFly. And I'm not sure what that's about, but they're probably telling Marty McFly to make sure you call the match right. There's another elbow there by Fell. And kicking Hawkins in the knee. You see already he's going right to that leg. And now Tyler Fell twisting that wrist. Now another shot to the shoulder blade this time. And now throwing Richard Hawkins into the turnbuckle here. Hawkins fights back there with a leg. And now on a forearm taking down Tyler Fell. And now Richard Hawkins now going to throw Tyler Fell into the ropes here. And now big time atomic drop there by Richard Hawkins. Hawkins now Irish whip sending Fell back into the ropes now. Fell going back to the outside of the ring again. I mean, Tyler Fell now needs to try and find a way where he can get the momentum back on his side in this matchup. Now, elbow on the outside of the ring. Both men now fighting by the German announce table. Nice bulldog takedown there by Tyler Fell. Fell picking up Richard Hawkins, and Hawkins fights back there with a chin block. And now got him up, and Richard Hawkins big time power bomb on the outside of the ring, and that's not going to sit well with the spine of Tyler Fell. And now Tyler Fell being thrown around now by Richard Hawkins, as Hawkins is in full control of this matchup, and a big atomic drop there by the YouTube champion. And I mean, you can hear the referee counting on the outside of the inside of the ring. Sorry, and Tyler Fell now needs to break up the count. Tyler Fell needs to win this matchup by pinfall or submission. If he is counted out or disqualified, Richard Hawkins retains the YouTube championship. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called the championship advantage, and that's why Tyler Fell is doing what he's doing right now, and that's trying to get Hawkins back inside the ring. And Hawkins is trying to fight Tyler Fell on the outside. He wants a fight here tonight, and Tyler Fell just wants to win the YouTube championship. But, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, still big time matches. We still have that #1 contendership match for the tag team titles. White Boy Fresh, who hasn't got a partner at this moment, will take on the Natural Disasters. I mean, this war against the Cruiserweights has gotten a little too far if you ask me. I mean, Tyrone Fitzgerald now, who considers himself at legendary status, as he said on Annihilation, and he wants the MPWF Championship, and he said his first step is to take out Antonio Goldman. But I mean, more of that when that happens. I mean, still, for what we found out about weeks beforehand, the big-time MPWF Triple Threat Championship matchup, Apollo, Craig David, and the Black Giant. And now you see Tyler Fell working at the leg there of Richard Hawkins. I mean, plus those videos we've seen over this last month here in the MPWF. The Eclipse takes over tonight. Nobody knows what the Eclipse is, and we're going to find out tonight. It takes over. It's going to be big here. And I mean, now Tyler Fell is really starting to work at that leg of Richard Hawkins. Hawkins is in a lot of trouble right now. I know Hawkins trying to fight back out. Hawkins does not want to allow Tyler Fell to get an advantage with those legs in this matchup. And now, Tyler Fell, kicking Richard Hawkins right in the stomach. And now here comes Tyler Fell working at the post, looking to win this match. And oh my goodness, hitting him balls first to the post. And Richard Hawkins able to defend himself, able to kick Tyler Fell away. Tyler Fell now rushing back into the ring. A nice takeover there by Richard Hawkins. Hawkins sensing the urgency. Tyler Fell now with a drop kick, knocking Hawkins on the turnbuckle. And now Tyler Fell with an arm drag off the second rope, knocking down Hawkins. And this has been one hell of a YouTube championship match so far here at Bragging Rights. 2, 3, and Richard Hawkins just gets the shoulder up. The challenger is very game in this matchup. Tyler Fell is very prepared for this YouTube title. He was the one who made the challenge. I mean, Tyler Fell would not make a challenge for a championship if he wasn't ready for it. And Richard Hawkins now worse for wear there from those moves, and now twisting away at the wrist of Tyler Fell, able to recuperate, and you have to recuperate fast if you're the champion. And now Tyler Fell in trouble as now Richard Hawkins now choking him out in the ropes there. And again, like I said before, Richard Hawkins is the kind of guy who isn't afraid to do whatever it takes to win a match. And now throwing Tyler Fell in the turnbuckle, big time clothesline there by Richard Hawkins, knocking Tyler Fell on his ass. And now Richard Hawkins going for a net breaker, driving him neck first on the kneecap of Hawkins, but Tyler Fell able to get up. And now Richard Hawkins now just pounding away at Tyler Fell. And now Tyler Fell fights back there with a knee. And now Tyler Fell again with that DDT, spiking the head of Richard Hawkins. And now look at this right here. Elbows to the trapezius. Tyler Fell now moving away from his leg attack. He realizes that Richard Hawkins has a leg attack scouted and he needs to do something else. And you can see what he's doing now with those flurry of attacks on Richard Hawkins. And now Tyler Fell going back for that net breaker. Now look at that. Oh, big net breaker there by Tyler Fell. And Tyler Fell senses that he's in control of this YouTube Championship match. Richard Hawkins, the champion, is in trouble right now. Tyler Fell twisting the wrist. Look at the way he just threw down Richard Hawkins there. And now, oh, big kick to the gut there by Fell. Fell now going for the inverted DDT and connects on Richard Hawkins. Big DDT there now, going for the cover here. Has Tyler Fell won the championship? 2-0. A kick out there by the champion. And now, oh, Tyler Fell. Oh, Tyler Fell now twisting away at the wrist. Fell now going for that boot. Oh my goodness, what a boot to the face of Richard Hawkins. Tyler Fell now going to go for the cover again. That could be it. Tyler Fell may be the next YouTube champion here. And no, Richard Hawkins just gets the shoulder up. And now throwing Hawkins into the turnbuckle. Tyler Fell now big clothesline there. Richard Hawkins still fighting back out. Hawkins does not want to lose his YouTube championship on this night. And now Hawkins now, oh, around the waist. Nice move there. Now another reversal there by Fell. And Fell going for that chin breaker. Big impact there by Fell. Fell now heading to the top rope. Tyler Fell looking to descend off the top with the elbow and misses Richard Hawkins. Hawkins able to move out the way, and that could prove to be very detrimental for Tyler Fell in this YouTube Championship match. And now Richard Hawkins sending Tyler Fell right there into the turnbuckle, the unprotected turnbuckle at that. But Tyler Fell, oh my goodness, Richard Hawkins just went face first in the unprotected turnbuckle. Tyler Fell went spine first. Yes, that was painful, but Hawkins went face first. Could be concussed, foot on the rope. Marty McFly not worrying about it, and Tyler Fell is now the YouTube champion. A big victory here for Tyler Fell. I mean, what a matchup we witnessed to kick off Bragging Rights. As you see the replays here, lots of reversals, lots of chain wrestling by these two in this match. I have no idea what happened here. Both men, I don't know, they had a problem with Marty McFly, it seems. But I mean, Tyler Fell, you see he fought back there, got his inverted DDT. I mean, he was able to hit that huge boot to Richard Hawkins. Richard Hawkins was able to sustain all of that damage in this match. But then, ladies and gentlemen, you see him with the foot on the ropes. Before that, Richard Hawkins went for a clothesline. Full momentum. Tyler Fell was able to shift that. Hawkins went face first into the unprotected turnbuckle, and Tyler Fell was able to pick up the victory. And now Tyler Fell wins his first championship in the MPWF, his first major title in the MPWF. Tyler Fell is now your brand new YouTube champion. Again, a very, very huge victory for Tyler Fell here at Bragging Rights. And what a way to kick off the show. I mean, we're already kicking off this event with a new champion. Big ups to Tyler Fell.